Hey, don't let this segment mess our marriage up.
I'm so protective of her because I know what she up against.
It's the kind of story you'd think could only happen in a Hollywood thriller. The legendary Steve Harvey, a household name for decades, caught in a web of intrigue with none other than the entertainment mogul scene. Diddy comes, questions are swirling, rumors are flying, and the stakes couldn't be higher. How did these two titans of the entertainment world, once reportedly connected through mutual respect and family ties, end up on opposite sides of what's being described as a scandal of staggering proportions? And why are whispers of betrayal, fear, and legal fallout dominating the conversation? Buckle up, because this one's wild.
I'm having a bad day right now.
Let's rewind for a moment. Steve Harvey and Diddy weren't just casual acquaintances. Their lives had crossed paths in a way that most of us could never have predicted. Harvey, beloved for his charm and quick wit, built his empire as a comedian, television host, and motivational speaker. Meanwhile, Diddy, known for his larger-than-life persona, revolutionized the music industry and became a symbol of opulence and power. Their relationship wasn't just professional, Ellie. There was a personal element too, one that involved family and trust. But trust, as it turns out, is a fragile thing.
I can't really tell you what's wrong with kids, but I can tell you what the hell wrong with parents.
The story begins to unravel with the shocking arrest of Diddy on charges that have rocked the entertainment world. Allegations of serious misconduct, outrageous behavior at lavish parties, and the manipulation of those around him have painted a picture of a man whose actions were hidden behind the glitz and glamour of his public persona. But what's even more jaw-dropping is the claim that Steve Harvey himself may have played a pivotal role in exposing Diddy's alleged activities to federal authorities. Yes, you heard that right. Steve Harvey, the man we know as the king of family-friendly television, allegedly handed over crucial evidence that helped bring Diddy's empire crashing down.
Man, but you gotta understand, you gotta forgive your fathers, because they human too. They made mistakes.
What could have driven Harvey to take such a drastic step? That's the million-dollar question. Some sources suggest it was a matter of principle, a moral decision to do the right thing in the face of overwhelming evidence. Others, however, believe that Harvey's actions may have been motivated by something more personal, perhaps a desire to protect his family or distance himself from a situation that was spiraling out of control. After all, Harvey's adopted daughter Lori was once linked to Diddy in a whirlwind of tabloid speculation, a connection that reportedly left Harvey uneasy from the start. Could this have been the first crack in the foundation of their relationship?
I could tell you some hard parts for me.
As the details emerge, what's clear is that Harvey's decision has put him in a perilous position. According to insiders, Diddy is furious, and Harvey is now living in fear for his safety. There are claims that Diddy's inner circle has issued veiled threats warning Harvey to retract his statements or face severe consequences. It's a chilling scenario, one that has left Harvey reportedly looking over his shoulder and taking extra precautions to protect himself and his loved ones.
Haters, when you get haters, you know, people's opinion of you is none of your business. I have lots of haters.
Adding fuel to the fire are the rumors that Harvey has been negotiating with federal authorities, attempting to strike a deal that would shield him from potential legal fallout. The specifics of these negotiations remain shrouded in mystery, but some speculate that Harvey is cooperating in exchange for immunity or other protections. It's a risky move, one that could either secure his safety or make him an even bigger target in this high-stakes drama.
I don't give them no energy. I give haters no energy. Steve ain't this, he think he this. You don't even know me.
And then there's the role of Diddy's so-called interpreters. These individuals, reportedly close confidants of the music mogul, are said to be acting as intermediaries, delivering messages to Harvey that are anything but friendly. The pressure is mounting and Harvey's options are narrowing. Does he stand his ground and continue to cooperate with authorities? Or does he back down and hope to avoid further conflict? It's a no-win situation, and the tension is palpable. As if that weren't enough, let's not forget the history between these two men. Their connection goes back years, to a time when their paths first crossed in the glittering world of celebrity culture. Diddy's larger-than-life persona and Harvey's down-to-earth charm seemed like an unlikely match, but they reportedly bonded over their shared success and mutual admiration. Diddy even attended events hosted by Harvey, and their families were seen together on more than one occasion. But behind the smiles and photo ops, was there always an undercurrent of unease? Some insiders now claim that Harvey had long been wary of Diddy's wild lifestyle and the rumors that surrounded him. Did he see warning signs that others missed? Or was he simply caught in a situation that spiraled out of control?
When it comes to dating, Lori ain't got a damn thing. I got.
The drama takes another twist when we consider the broader implications of Harvey's actions. By cooperating with federal authorities, he has positioned himself as a key player in a case that could have far-reaching consequences. The evidence he allegedly provided is said to be damning, implicating not just Diddy, but also others in his inner circle. It's a move that has earned Harvey both praise and condemnation, depending on who you ask. Some see him as a hero, willing to take a stand against wrongdoing, no matter the personal cost. Others view him as a traitor, someone who betrayed a friend to save his own skin.
Steve and I have been drilling this into our daughters for forever.
And what about Diddy? The once untouchable music mogul is now facing a firestorm of legal challenges, with his reputation in tatters and his future uncertain. The allegations against him are serious, and the evidence reportedly includes everything from witness testimonies to recordings that allegedly capture damning conversations. Diddy's legal team has vowed to fight the charges, but the road ahead looks bleak. And with Harvey reportedly playing a central role in the case, the tension between the two men is at an all-time high. As this saga continues to unfold, one thing is clear: this is far from over. The fallout between Steve Harvey and Diddy has become a spectacle, a cautionary tale of trust, betrayed, and the high cost of living in the spotlight. But for Harvey, the stakes are more than just professional. His safety, his family, and his reputation are all on the line. And with Diddy reportedly pulling no punches in his quest for revenge, the question remains, how far will this feud go, and who will come out on top? It's a story that has captivated the public, a real-life drama that feels ripped from the pages of a Hollywood script. But the truth, as they say, is often stranger than fiction. And in this case, it's a truth that continues to unravel, one shocking twist at a time. As we transition into the impact this is having on Harvey's family and the ongoing legal battles surrounding Diddy, the story only gets more complicated and more compelling.
Legitimate concern. No judge wants to wake up and read the headlines the next day, oh, they treated this guy special and they gave him bond, and now he's gone and he fled from justice. So that's what's in the back of most judges' minds. On the other hand, we deal with cases where clients have significant funds sometimes, and sometimes where there's money, you can craft a unique solution. Years ago, it was the ankle bracelet and the ankle monitor.
As the fallout between Steve Harvey and Senior Diddy Combs continues to send shockwaves through the entertainment world, the focus has shifted to the collateral damage, specifically the impact on Steve Harvey's family. While the drama between these two titans started as a clash of personalities and alleged betrayals, it's now a story with deeply personal stakes. And let's be real, when family gets dragged into the mix, things only get messier. So, what exactly is happening behind closed doors at the Harvey household, and how is Steve's family holding up under the weight of this public scandal?
With all the money he has and all the resources he has, they couldn't craft some solution that lets him be under some form of house arrest. And again, it sounds like special treatment, but the truth of the matter is, to incarcerate somebody like him is expensive to all of us. We're taxpayers, and he's got to have unique situations. You can't put him in general population where everyone wants a piece of him and everyone wants to be his friend and everyone.
First, let's talk about Lori Harvey, Steve's adopted daughter and a figure who has been at the center of countless tabloid headlines. Lori's connection to Diddy wasn't exactly a secret. Remember those photos from 2019? The ones where Lori and Diddy were spotted vacationing together in Italy, dining with Steve and Marjorie Harvey. Those images fueled endless speculation about the nature of their relationship. Was it romantic? Was it casual? Nobody could quite pin it down, and Lori wasn't exactly forthcoming with answers.
To check me and be like, hey, what you doing? You good?
Yeah.
You need to shake out of it, and maybe be like, okay, yeah, you're right, I'm tripping, I'm good, regardless.
Fast forward to now, and the whispers of tension between Lori and her father are growing louder. Some sources claim that Lori feels betrayed by Steve forever, allowing her to be around Diddy in the first place. There's even talk that she's been avoiding her father's calls and distancing herself from the family altogether. And honestly, who could blame her? Imagine being caught in the middle of a feud this explosive, with your name being dragged into the narrative at every turn. For Lori, this isn't just a family issue. It's a public spectacle, and she's reportedly furious about it.
Didn't Diddy's son date her?
Yes! That cannot be true.
But Lori isn't the only member of the Harvey family feeling the heat. Let's not forget about Marjorie Harvey, Steve's wife and Lori's mother. Marjorie has always been a controversial figure in her own right, thanks to her rumored connections to some seriously shady characters. Before marrying Steve, Marjorie was linked to not one, but two men with long histories of illegal activities. Jim Townsend, her first husband, was a high-profile figure who ended up serving a lengthy prison sentence. Then there's Donna Woods, her second husband, who also has a past that raises more than a few eyebrows. These connections have led some to speculate that Marjorie's history might somehow be relevant to the current drama surrounding Diddy. Could her past associations have played a role in how this whole situation unfolded? It's a question that's hard to ignore.
Please, stop ignoring the red flags in your relationship and thinking you can change a man.
And here's where things get even murkier. Rumors are swirling that Marjorie is feeling the pressure, not just from the public, but also from Steve himself. Insiders claim that Steve is frustrated with how Marjorie's past is being dredged up in connection with Diddy's legal battles. After all, the last thing Steve needs right now is more negative attention. And yet, Marjorie's history is proving impossible to escape. There's even talk that the stress is causing cracks in their marriage, with some suggesting that Steve and Marjorie have been arguing more than usual behind the scenes. Could this feud with Diddy end up tearing the Harvey family apart? It's a possibility that's hard to ignore.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So I love my man, but what you mean, but?
But perhaps most unsettling are the whispers that Marjorie's past might not be entirely in the rearview mirror. Some insiders have alleged that figures from her earlier relationships, yes, the ones tied to her previous, more controversial marriages, could potentially resurface in some capacity. Whether as witnesses, sources of information, or even by being dragged into the legal drama surrounding Diddy, the possibilities are endless. And if that happens, it's not just Marjorie's name on the line. It's the entire Harvey brand. For a family that thrives on their polished, aspirational image, this kind of exposure could be devastating. Steve, understandably, is reportedly furious at the mere suggestion that Marjorie's past could come back to haunt them at such a precarious time. What's even more alarming is the rumor that some of these individuals may have already been contacted by investigators looking into Diddy's activities. While there's no confirmation of their involvement, the thought alone has reportedly sent shockwaves through the Harvey household. Marjorie, for her part, is said to be maintaining her composure in public, but behind closed doors, the pressure is mounting. Sources close to the family have described her as tense and on edge, with one insider suggesting that she's been urging Steve to do everything in his power to distance them from the ongoing investigation. But how do you distance yourself when you've already become a key player in the narrative?
I would feel like I failed as a father.
I think
if I'm sitting across from the table with a dude the same age as me that's dating my daughter.
Then there's the question of how much Steve truly knew about Marjorie's past before they tied the knot. While it's clear that he was aware of some details, recent speculation suggests that there may have been aspects of her history that were kept under wraps, or at least downplayed. This has led to a fresh wave of scrutiny, with some critics questioning whether Steve's judgment was clouded by his love for Marjorie. After all, love can make even the sharpest minds overlook red flags, and Steve has always spoken openly about how Marjorie saved him and brought light into his life. But now, with the spotlight on their family brighter than ever, those earlier decisions are being revisited in a whole new light.
Her mother is 54 years old. Her mother is 5 years older than Puffy.
Meanwhile, Diddy's own legal troubles are escalating by the day. The charges against him are piling up, and the details coming out of the investigation are nothing short of shocking. From lavish gatherings that allegedly concealed far more sinister activities to accusations from former associates, the case against Diddy is painting a picture of a man who lived by his own rules. And now, those rules are catching up with him. But here's the kicker. Some of the most damning evidence reportedly comes from Steve Harvey himself. Yes, Steve's alleged cooperation with federal authorities has turned him into a central figure in this case, and that's a role he never wanted to play.
I believe that it opens yourself up to some negligence claims. Again, I don't know if Jay-Z is going to go that far, but certainly I think it does open himself up to some negligence claims. Maybe that was part of the reason why he dismissed with prejudice. I don't know.
The evidence Steve allegedly provided includes everything from text messages to recorded conversations, all of which reportedly paint a damning picture of Diddy's behavior. And while this evidence could be the key to securing a conviction, it's also put a massive target on Steve's back. Diddy's team has made it clear that they won't go down without a fight, and Steve is reportedly taking no chances when it comes to his safety. Sources claim he's beefed up security around his home and has even limited his public appearances. For a man who's built his career on being in the spotlight, that's no small thing. But the legal drama doesn't stop with Diddy. The investigation has also led to new scrutiny of the people in his inner circle, with whispers that some of his closest allies might soon face charges of their own. And here's where things get really interesting. Some of those same allies are reportedly the ones putting pressure on Steve Harvey to back off. According to insiders, these individuals have been reaching out to Steve through intermediaries, delivering messages that range from subtle warnings to outright threats. It's a dangerous game, and Steve is walking a very fine line.
By a man from California who claims Sean Combs raped him in 2009.
All of this begs the question, what's next for Steve Harvey and his family? For Lori, the focus seems to be on reclaiming her narrative and distancing herself from the drama. She's reportedly been spending more time focusing on her career and less time engaging with the speculation surrounding her past connection to Diddy. As for Marjorie, the rumors of tension in her marriage to Steve are unlikely to go away anytime soon. And for Steve himself, the road ahead looks anything but easy. Between the threats from Diddy's camp, the scrutiny from the public, and the ongoing investigation, Steve is facing challenges on all fronts.
Now, this particular defense attorney's reason for quitting wasn't really a reason at all, making his departure a lot more puzzling.
And let's not forget the broader implications of this saga. Diddy's legal battles aren't just about one man. They're a reflection of an industry that has long been criticized for enabling bad behavior. The allegations against Diddy have sparked a larger conversation about accountability in the entertainment world, and Steve Harvey's role in exposing these issues has made him a polarizing figure. Some see him as a hero for standing up to a powerful figure, while others view him as a traitor who betrayed a former friend. Either way, it's clear that this story is far from over. So, where does this leave us? With more questions than answers, that's for sure. Will Lori and Steve be able to mend their relationship, or has the damage already been done? Can Marjorie move past the scrutiny of her controversial history, or will it continue to haunt her? And perhaps, most importantly, will Steve's cooperation with federal authorities ultimately bring justice, or will it make him an even bigger target in this high-stakes drama? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that keep us all talking.